Hey everyone, my name is James and welcome back to ChippyGaming. So today we're finally doing a follow-up to the Google situation which we covered in our last video. So just in case you didn't get the chance to see it, here's a quick recap. We found out via a Twitter thread from Red that Relogic actually planned to cancel the unannounced Google Stadia port of Terraria and drop all Google support moving forward. This was following a suspension that took place 25 days before this Twitter thread, which locked Red out of some of his Google phone apps, his Google email, his Google Drive, and his YouTube channel. So when making that original video on the Google situation, we really didn't know what dropping Google support actually meant. Of course it means for future projects, but how would that affect Terraria fans today? As many of you will know, Terraria is available and has been available for a really long time on the Google Play Store. Well, following the Twitter thread from Red, we never actually saw an official statement from Google. They were very silent about it. However, what we did see is Red and Senex actually give some clarification on what dropping Google support really meant. Red wrote a couple of emails to gaming journalists, and Senex also tweeted, "We have no intentions of removing it from the Play Store as this would hurt existing customers / the community." 2 days after the Twitter thread with still no announcement from Google, we did see Red tweet, "I just made the switch to DuckDuckGo as my default search engine. Data privacy is important in 2021 and it's something everyone should consider." He also mentioned that he's still shopping around for a new email provider, but he's seen a lot of people recommending Proton Mail. So what we can essentially see here is Red preparing for the fact that he may never get that Google account back, but he's also making preparations in case he does, so that he doesn't fall into the same trap. Alongside this, he also tweeted, "I already ordered an iPhone. I've been an Apple hater all of my life, but their new privacy push has completely changed my mind." So obviously this isn't like fully connected to the Google account situation. This is privacy after all, and what he's dealing with is a suspension, but it does show his shifting perspective after being burned by Google like this. So much later in the day, we also saw him tweet out, "Days since I've had this icon on my phone, 25. Pro tip, Google, click the button that unbans my account." So you can see that even 48 hours after this Twitter thread, Google still haven't done anything about the situation. So the conclusion to this story actually occurred 2 days after those tweets, so it's been a whole 4 days since that initial Twitter thread, and that's when I noticed that Relogic's channel had actually just been activated again. Now, since the YouTube channel was reactivated, I haven't seen any tweets from Senex, Red, or Relogic, so I'm going to assume that Google probably gave Red back his entire account, since this was so heavily linked to the email that was suspended. So this part is just pure speculation, but moving on from this, I really don't think we'll see Red or Relogic actually change their opinion on this Google situation. If we assume that Red got his Google account back, the fact that we haven't seen a statement from Relogic or Google either, it probably just means that it's still scorched earth, and moving forward, I don't think we'll see Relogic support the Google platform. Surrounding this whole situation, we did see a lot of people come forward on Twitter to say they were also affected by this type of Google suspension completely out of nowhere. Now, for those people, the people that didn't have a game to drop from Google Stadia, they're likely never going to get their accounts back the way it's looking, so I feel like that might have resonated with Relogic, but honestly, I'm not really too sure. Now, that pretty much wraps up everything we know about the Google situation. If anything changes, I'll keep you up to date. Sorry about this video coming out so late. I took a little bit of time off for my birthday, and I also just wanted to wait a little bit. I wanted to see how it would develop so that we didn't have a case of missing information again. Right, so I think that does it for today's video. Guys, if you liked it, give it a big fat thumbs up. And if you liked it and you want to see more videos like this, subscribe to ChippyGaming. This year, we're trying to become the first Terraria channel to hit 1 million subscribers. And with your help, it's entirely possible. Right, see you in the next one, guys. Peace.